Hello, friends. I bring you greetings from the Asia-Pacific region in the name of Jesus, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. My name is Mark Louw, and I have the privilege of serving as director of this amazing and diverse region that is home to 40% of the world's population, who speak over 2,000 of the world's languages and contains all of the major religions. As I travel across the vastness of the region and observe the many shrines, temples, mosques, cathedrals, and church buildings, the words of Psalm 66 verse 4 come to mind. All the earth bows down to you. They sing praise to you. They sing the praises of your name. The tragedy of my observation, however, is the knowledge that most of these representations of worship are false and misguided. While they each represent a true desire to worship, they also remind me of the admonition given to the Israelites in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verses 27 through 29. The Lord will scatter you among the peoples, and only a few of you will survive among the nations to which the Lord will drive you. There you will worship man-made gods of wood and stone, which cannot see or hear or eat or smell. But if from there you seek the Lord your God, you will find him if you seek him with all your heart and with all your soul. William Temple reminds us that worship is the submission of all our nature to God. It is the quickening of conscience by his holiness, the nourishment of the mind with his truth, the purifying of the imagination by his beauty, the opening of the heart to his love, the surrender of the will to his purpose, and all of this gathered up into adoration, the most selfless emotion of which our nature is capable. As I travel amongst the many cultures of the region, these words of Temple have set the standard by which I observe the noun that defines worship and the verb that refers to the act of worship. This of all our nature and the integration of our life into the adoration and self-giving love describes a deep-rootedness of mind and soul in the love of God. A Christian anthropology is open-eyed about human sinfulness and open-hearted to the grace that renews, restores, enables, and recreates the image of God in us. Traveling across the Asia-Pacific region, I'm constantly reminded of the mercy and grace of God that redeems, reconciles, and even restores cultural symbols of worship into beautiful instruments of worship. Temple goes on to say, and all of this gathered up in adoration, the most selfless emotion of which our nature is capable, and therefore the chief remedy of that self-centeredness, which is our original sin and the source of all actual sin. When we see the things of the old world stripped of their former representation and purpose, redeemed and incorporated in Christian worship and liturgy, we can truly celebrate the fact that He makes all things new. Then there will be no problems about the conch shell being used to call people to worship in the Pacific Islands, about Southeast Asian Christians holding their palms together in reverent prayer in a manner similar to the century-old practices of Buddhists, Taoists, and even Confucians to a certain extent, and the serving of potatoes instead of bread for Holy Communion in Papua New Guinea. While our commission is to make Christ-like disciples in the nations, a key part of that mission is that we demonstrate attractively, enact convincingly, perform persuasively, live credibly, and witness faithfully by worship, which results in a new and radical discipleship. So, my friends, allow me to echo the words of Psalm 95 and invite you to bring your redeemed cultural expressions of worship, that ye might know that you love Him. Come, let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before Him with thanksgiving and extol Him with music and song. For the Lord is the great God, the great King above all gods. In His hand are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to Him. The sea is His, for He made it, and His hands formed the dry land. Come, let us bow down in worship. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for He is our God, and we are the people of His pasture, the flock under His care. May God bless you as you worship Him in spirit and in truth.